house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.
A trend in the industry. Am I wrong, or was it 2023 or was it 2024 when Maricopa County was the largest market for air conditioning companies to be bought by large publicly held companies?
Yes, it is. I would say, well, I'll tell you this. The number of competitors that we interact with nowadays that are not owned by a private equity group out of state is down to a very, very small percentage. I think if you know the name of the company, other than REEis, because I own REEis, but if you know the name of the company, there's probably a good chance that they're owned by a private equity group, and they're not a local owned business, and it's just for some reason private equity came in and acquired all the home service businesses.
And that's not to say anything that makes it automatically a bad situation, but there are things y'all need to know about before you proceed down those paths. And a lot of times you hear a lot of them advertising a discounted, let's get to your house and take a look at your equipment.
Yeah, so, I mean, this time of year, you're going to see everything from $20 to $30. You know, who knows how cheap they're going to charge for a tune-up. I mean, the reality is that is not a tune-up. Most air conditioning contractors, they pay their technicians on a 100% commission model. So they're not really air conditioning technicians, they're sales guys. I would say the vast majority of companies do that. A lot of more reputable companies, like we pay our guys hourly. They are well-skilled, trained technicians, and we, So if you're going to send a guy out to a house, you're not going to pay him, and you're going to say you're going to make whatever you sell. It's easy to go out and offer a $29, $39, whatever it might be, tune-up. They're not going to perform any sort of actual maintenance on your unit. They're going to run some tests to see what they can offer you to sell you. A buddy of mine, he's a private banker. He bought one of the largest companies in town. We'll leave that unnamed. He called me and said, "Hey, just had my maintenance by them. They asked me if they try to recommend I buy 3, I don't know what it was, $600 or $800 deep condenser coil cleanings. So it's $2,800. Do you think I should do that?" It's like, you have a brand new home. It's just, I was dumbfounded. So just be a little cautious. Look, air conditioning maintenance is probably the single most important thing you can do to maintain your home, right? There's a number of things that would probably go on that list, but air conditioning maintenance pre-summer is critical. And you're going to need to test the equipment to make sure some of the a lot of parts on air conditioning units do wear out. It does behoove you to replace those wear out parts before they fail. Or if they're operating outside of their manufacturer specs, it does make sense to replace those things. But you need to clean the unit, you need to tighten the unit, you need to lubricate the unit. That takes time, and you cannot accomplish that without it costing money. It's just they're not going to be doing any maintenance for you. You're getting a sales technician out there who's going to make recommendations that are probably going to be a lot more expensive than if you paid for an appropriately priced maintenance.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.